For the first time in 4 seasons, we are back in the archive for the Portuguese Grand Prix, round 5 of the championship. And why am I so loud? I do not know. But it is round 5 here in Portimao, and it is the third run in the Portuguese Grand Prix in ALR Formula 1 as well. Last time we raced around here was actually in Troyes World Championship winning season. So a few seasons ago, then, and a lot has changed since then. The landscape of ALR has completely changed because we've now got a third double world champion in ALR in the form of Sam Swift Ninja. We have got Lucas Percy becoming a champion as well the season after we last raced here as well. And my goodness, we got some new runners and riders for to be fighting for the championship as well, which is very interesting indeed. However, this season, it's only been one man really. It's really been. That has really been on tip-top form, and that is Sam Swift Ninja, to be honest. He's got quite a mammoth championship lead already so far, after only 4 rounds, of course, of the mystery, magical Wheel of Fortune last week. But even so, Sam Swift Ninja still is extending his lead there by 36 points. He's now got a Grand Prix win. Advantage over the rest of the field at the moment, with Immortal in second position. I think the battle might be for second this season, as Sam Swift Ninja is trying to become the first driver in ALR history to be crowned a triple world champion. And my goodness gracious me, that is an incredible feat. Then it just shows how competitive ALR has been since we launched 5 years ago or something like that. It's been incredible. We've only ever had three double world champions. Everyone else has all been single champions there. But Sam Swift Ninja leads the championship with Immortal in second. 8 points separates Immortal and Toy Coin and Troy. Both Ferrari drivers doing a good job so far this season, and both on 40 points, I should say. Menace Maxen in 5th position on 39 points, 1 point adrift. Indigo not racing tonight, then sadly he's broke his controller, but had a very good strong start to the season. Indigo did in 6th position. Keza in 7th position. Happy birthday to Keza. I think that he is celebrating. I don't think he's racing tonight, then judging, having a quick look at the check-in there. But happy birthday to Kez as well. I think it's his 60th birthday today, so good stuff indeed. Lucas Percy, former world champion, down in 8th position, and with Kaz in 9th on 16 points. 10th position is Chappers also on 16 as well. Legends on 12.64. Boxstar Equals on 4. Knowlesy on 4. 1 point for Mumford and Bravitt then. Cam, Coop and MHD has not scored points so far in the Drivers' Championship, sadly. In the Constructors' Championship, it is the Kick Sauber who leads the way at the moment. They're incredible stuff indeed. And it's basically Sam Swift Ninja has scored all of Kick Sauber's points so far. Ferrari then a great start with Toy Coin and Troy. Then our second one, and can Ferrari become a 2-time Constructors' Champion this season? They're going to have to go somewhere, I think, to stop Sam Swift Ninja's incredible, imperious consistency. Alpino in 3rd position, and they're about 26 points away from Ferrari as well. A very good start for the top 2 teams. And Mercedes are in 4th position, only 1 car is eligible to score tonight. RB are in 5th. Red Bull is in 6th position. That's a very murky Argive circuit. Then we'll take a look at that in just a jiffy. 7th position is Red Bull. Haas are 2 points away. Then Aston Martin on 20 points, along with the Williams team. McLaren, just like last season, a horror show start to the Constructors' Championship once again for McLaren. They've really got to sort that out, haven't they? Otherwise, I think the highest they would be thinking about is 9th again, and that'll be 2 seasons in a row then for McLaren. In the joint constructors then, no cars out on circuit yet. In the joint constructor set, Kick Sauber, then of course it's been a very good start for Kick Sauber in all forms of the championship, all forms of the divisions, especially in bronze as well. For the first 1-2 of the season did go to Kick Sauber with Smithy, and there's what is going on there? I don't know what's going on in Vessier's garage there, but there's a mechanic who is basically in the floor, so that's good, isn't it? I'm not sure if you can see him in the corner there, and goodness gracious me, that's a great impression indeed. Kick Sauber leads the way. Talking of Red Bull, they are 25 points away from Kick Sauber. Alpine are in 3rd position, 7 points away from the Red Bull team. Aston Martin 3 points away from the Alpine team. Then we've got a big gap of 44 points in between Aston Martin and Ferrari. That's a 1-2 and fastest lap gap. Goodness me. 10 points for 10 points away from Ferrari is the Williams team. Then McLaren on 4 points. No, they're not on 4 points. They're 4 points away from the Williams team. Haas on 87 points. 83 points for the Mercedes team, and RB are on 69 points so far. Nice. Right, let me get rid of all this gump on the screen, shall we? And let's go on with the show. Of course, then. So good stuff indeed. Then, right, Gio. Then, of course, here in the Argyle tonight. Then I'm looking forward to this race. I think Knowles we put in the briefing, and his Vessier making Grand Prix appearance line gold. And Vessier very much always welcome in gold. And I think he's had about 4, 5, 6 appearances now in gold. Good stuff indeed there. David Ton for San as well, and I think San is from Portugal, so good stuff indeed there for San. Hopefully they do well in their home Grand Prix. So good luck to them. Toy Coynan is going to be the first driver then to start us on our journey as we go down the long back straight. Only one DRS, no, there's 2 DRS zones around here, but I must admit there's only one real opportunity to overtake around this circuit, which I think is turn 1. The rest of turn set is very technical, twisty. It is very much a challenging circuit. This one is if you like overtaking and a lot of action, then I'm not sure if this one is potentially the one you want to watch there, which I know that's not really selling the product very well, is it? But in terms of strategic elements and things like that, then this is going to be an absolute doozy then. So I'm looking forward to this one. There's going to be a unique challenge here in the Archive. The third running of the Portuguese Grand Prix in ALR. Yellow flag in the background. Now, we do not worry about the yellow flags in qualifying too much there. Well, we normally don't anyway. There's only 15 turns around this course. And to be honest, if there aren't so many undulations, would this course be, I ask you now, would this course be a favourite among you guys then? I quite like the circuit. I do like driving it. I hate racing it though because I'm really rubbish around here. Whoa, it's Toy Coin now. Goodness me. Very much wrestling an eel there, as Martin Brundle normally says. That out of turn 15 then on the start finish straight there, as you can see, as he rises over the crest of the hill, a 16.2 to set us on our journey here in qualifying. Who's next then on the board then is Metron. Metron has joined then better late than ever there for the hang on a minute. I think that actually Metron is a silver driver, isn't it? Goodness gracious me. Anyway, let's get to the comments, shall we? Hashtag ALR says Equads. And let go gold then Cristiano Ronaldo. Sue! I've gone hard now then, says Nolsey. Goodness me. I'm always hard though. As Equals has gone second fast then, 3/10 of a second away from Toy Coin at the moment there in the Alpine machine. Of course, oh goodness me, it's taken a unique entry into turn 1. Mumford in third position. Coop, as in Soup, is currently in fourth at the moment in the McLaren Mercedes. He's got a lot of work to do for the McLaren team tonight. And of course, Coop is the only driver eligible to score for McLaren as well, as Pease is the second McLaren Mercedes driver tonight, and reserve drivers are not allowed to score. As is Kenz's birthday, I'll try not to take him out in this race. That'll be difficult. He's on his birthday bash. Laugh out loud. Says Nolsey. I'm gonna be honest, Equus. I had a sinking feeling then that that Keza was racing here tonight, and I would have been like, oh gosh, there's me giving all the Grand Chelem and everything, and Keza was actually here. Here's Sam Swift Ninja, the championship leader, the world champion from season 10, the world champion from season 9. Sam Swift Ninja, since he stepped foot in LR, he has been undefeated in championship trim across the line. Fast as air, quarter second in front of Toy Coin. That's no easy feat in of its own right there, because Toy Coin is one of the quicker drivers in the field. Then as Equals there, just going across the grab there, as there's a problem there for Menace. I'm not sure what happened there then. Looks like issues with the suspension, maybe, potentially. If only this game was that good. Here comes Malta out of turn 15. Bears, yo, evening, oh, happy birthday to Kessa then, Paige, let's go Chaffers then. Chaffers, as Immortal goes for fastest Chaffers, I don't think it has come out of the pits he has as well. Of course, if anything, I'm a man who likes to give our fans some service, and across the line comes Chaffers, 7 fast in the mode there, so Chaffers fans, the Chaffaholics then goes wild in the comments, I'm sure of it there, and flying their flag, the Chaffer flags as well, which is good stuff indeed. 8th position at the moment, let me carry on with the comments there. Hello 16, I'm guessing then, says Serious Mushroom. Come on, Chappers, says Brad, said. Pure smut. Absolute disgraceful behaviour indeed then. Was that me that was making the smut comment? I'm not sure. Shameful behaviour. On board with Marky with the beautiful Max Verstappen esque helmet. I must say, we're only 2 months into the new year. I must admit, I was kind of hoping we wouldn't have to talk about the FIA until probably, the March time when F1 starts. Well, sadly, they've already kind of, well, it's not FIA, it's Ben Saloon that seems to be causing all of a ruckus. Of course, with this, a lot of talk, isn't it, about the swearing and all that kind of jazz. And there's a massive thing which I'm really going to be devastated by as Marky goes night fastest. It's talk about banning the team radio, which I must say I'm absolutely devastated by. I do love the team radio. That's one of my favourite parts of the show. I must admit, I was also quite like the team radio between Michael Massey and the FIA bosses back in 2021, but obviously that caused a lot of issues. Legends are currently in the middle sector of the lap. Then as you can see, it's like a roller coaster around here. And as soon as I say that, I got Roland Keaton stuck in my head then, which is quite fitting actually, because I think that Roland Keaton, I think is a part of the Boyzone documentary as well, which I'm sure a lot of you probably don't know who Boyzone are then, which makes me very sad indeed, because of course they are legends in the pop world then. Almost as big as Spice Girls? Probably not. Cam there out of Sector 1. Of course, we've got to give Camera a big old thumbs up there, and also because Camera has now paid for my lunch as well, and my bus fare. Fantastic. Evening, Sean. Hello, everyone. Drivers, and special luck today for Keza. Brandon Smith. Chaffers is cute. Pass it on. Chaffers is cute. I will say that indeed. Then Chaffers is a lovely looking man indeed, isn't he? My goodness me, he puts me to shame. Good gosh, there. But of course, that's why I don't have any face cam. Oh, is talking to Cam getting a bit squirrely on the old rear posterior there. Also, I don't have a face cam either, because you'll see a lot of me posteriors, because I'm standing up at the moment and I probably should sit down, but I can't sit still. I may have ants in my pants. Across the line there comes Cam. I hope everyone knows that saying, otherwise you're going to look at me very weird. Metran then going night fast then for Metran. Difficult start in silver, and I think it's similar to MHD as well in gold then. But MHD, I must say, I think there's just a bit of a speed bump in his road in ALR. Excuse me. Much better. But I must say, the problem is, I keep saying I must say, here's the hometown here, here's San, who's just about to finish their lap off. But I feel, what am I talking about? MHD then, because it's such a short season, really, if you have, you run a 4 bad races, that's kind of it for your championship, isn't it? Unless Sam Swift Ninja has an almighty problem. 16 rounds this season, of course, it used to be 16 rounds, didn't it, back in the good old days, do I dare say in Formula 1? Goodness gracious me, I dare not say that. Of course, in 99, I think that was the, because it was meant to be 17 races that year, wasn't it? But was it Argentina that fell off the calendar that year? I'm not too sure. A prediction for the Super Bowl. I'm shameful. I'm very shameful. I don't actually know who. I know the Super Bowl's on tonight, but is it like the 49ers, or is playing tonight? Or is it someone else? I must say, I'm not very good. I must say, there we go again. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. But as San's gone very quick in the first sector there, 2 tenths of a second up for the Mercedes driver. Mercedes are not, so only one Mercedes driver eligible for points tonight. San there will be able to score points for his own self-worth. I'm not sure that's the right word, but let's go with it anyway. But unfortunately, that Mercedes is very much like a Bronco Bull. Then, if anyone's ever rode them on a night out, I certainly have, and I also broke my coccyx as well. But Sam there, unfortunately, that Mercedes, he's in the wrong car if he's trying to ride a Bull then. Love the helmet, by the way. That's a beautiful helmet indeed then. Oh, Kez not drum day, no, sadly not. It won't be super then. Alex, in your pants. Goodness gracious me. Eagles win, I say then. It's Eagles against the Chiefs then. Yeah, I think that I'm going to go with the Eagles, Brez, because you sound like a man who's in the know, and I certainly have no idea about American football, as I very wrongfully described it as basically like American rugby, which, to be honest, I was almost, let's just say, I kind of got strung up by me pants and almost thrown out of the bar, which was not a very good thing indeed. However, I did redeem myself, as I did say that I'm a massive wrestling fan then. Of course, John Cena, all that kind of stuff. Do. Across the line comes Lucas Percy then, and who is that that's just gone up into 7? That's Chappers! Goodness gracious me, Chapper Knights. I apologise, but Chappers has gone into 5th fastest there for the Williams there. Great stuff indeed there for Chappers, right into 5th position. I must say that since Chappers has been doing his TikTok, he has really elevated us as well, which is brilliant stuff indeed there. So, of course, which is very cool stuff indeed, and bringing in a few new viewers, which is absolutely fantastic stuff indeed there for chappers, which also means that I can pay for some new pants and everything, which is also good stuff, especially if I've got ants in them, as chappers are just getting out the way. Also as well, what am I saying? I don't know. Here's on board with first, and I've only got 6 minutes to go. This is the problem with short qualifying. I can't natter on about the real world Formula One problem zone, which is sad with the FIA at the moment, isn't it, as well? But of course, if Farfar's anything like the FIA, then goodness gracious me, because Farfar may want to put his foot down as well for the new for this season and potentially get some changes as well, which means that drivers may have to have fireproof underpants and all that kind of stuff, which I know that Farfar is very keen on. Sam Swift Ninja's done one lap and is retired from the session now, so Sam Swift Ninja very comfortable with his performance so far. Lucas Percy down in 7th position there. He had a very good final run last week, didn't he? As MHD up into 6th position at the moment. So the tower is very much in our ways then at the moment there. Now the Chiefs are faves, but they won't win. They won't win 4 in a row. Then says Bird. Eagles didn't didn't they sing Hotel California? Vamos chappers! Vamos chaps! Let's go. Let's cook chaps. Says Paige as well. Who is your gold quarterback? Well, someone with a very good arm, I say, as MHD in 7th position. I've got a good arm, but I don't think that's appropriate for the stream. As MHD going into a very fine 7th position. Mumford doing a good job as well, out-qualifying his championship-winning teammate, Percy, from a few seasons ago. To us, I reckon that Farf would be a very good quarterback, to be honest. I must admit, I don't know much about. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I have absolutely no idea about American football. I know that it's quarterbacks and. Is there hookers? No, wait, that's goodness me, that's rugby, isn't it? Oh goodness, I did watch a bit of the rugby yesterday. Actually, I'm usually kind of a football man, to be honest, because I'm a simpleton. Let's run then in at 14th position on 5 minutes ago in this qualifying session. You guys seen the new F1 movie teaser? Says Luke. I have. I must admit, it does look quite good, doesn't it? But I also am still scarred from the Sylvester Stallone movie, which was dubbed a new F1 movie. I remember them interviewing Sylvester Stallone on the grid in Canada in 2001, something like that. And it was actually an IndyCar film, not an F1 film at all. But there you go. And of course, the IndyCar's racing around the streets of one of the American cities, which was interesting. Here's Marky, who's in 12th position at this moment in time. Liverpool, the FA Cup. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for that. Yes. And what made it worse is that it was a draw right up until I decided to start watching the second half. And then Harvey Elliott decided to handball it, and unfortunately Liverpool are out of the cup. But there we go. I don't even know. Hats off to Plymouth. Good stuff indeed. Then it was all Wayne Rooney's effort, wasn't it? There, of course, as Rooney did manage a few months ago. But yes, very disappointed about that. However, on a plus note, that mascot was fantastic, wasn't it? Is it Percy the mascot? There's Cam at the moment. They're out in the pit lane now. Why does your mic keep gurgling? I hope Serious Russian's not serious about that. Well, he's always serious, only because he is Serious Russian. I don't know, gurgling. Goodness me. We could go down a very dark path here, Mushroom. I'm going to leave that to one side, but hopefully it's not gurgling. As a diehard fan, I will hate aspects of it. Probably as a movie fan, I will revel in the fact that everyone has a movie. Hell yeah, says Luke. Yeah, to be honest, it's like Netflix for me. I must admit, I haven't watched the Drive to Survive series since 2021. But one thing that annoyed me about Netflix Drive to Survive was firstly the Mazepin episode, because he was an absolute hero for not getting lapped in Russia. I knew about the rain coming. Well, I suppose that's one thing that London Norris wish he had a bit of inside knowledge about. However, as Menace has started his lap now, we're just going to stick with Cam for the minute. With 2.5 minutes to go in this qualifying session. I must admit, and also like there was elements of as Cam is off the circuit, but luckily gets away with that. That was very lucky there for Cam, because I thought that would have been a track violation there for the kick Sauber, but he's all fine and dandy. Good stuff indeed there. Paige, the Senna series is very good. To be honest, I need to get Netflix because self-proclaimed wrestling fan, because I like watching men in pants wrestle each other. I do need to get Netflix, so I do want to watch the center as well, because I reckon it'd be quite interesting. So yeah, thank you very much, Paige. I'll have a gander at that as well. Oh, you a Liverpool fan? I absolutely am. Yeah, sadly, there has to be one of us that's there. But yes, I am that. I am that shameful. I am a Liverpool fan. I don't even know why I'm a Liverpool fan, to be honest, because I'm not even anywhere near Liverpool. It's like a 4-hour trek from where I am. This is a bit of a disappointing lap there for Cam, so I think he's going to have another bite of the cherry now. No, he might be, actually. Coming across the line now, goes faster, but not doesn't really improve his time, sadly. Here's San, who's invalidated his lap. Well, not invalidated his lap, but is going to go have another bite of the cherry as well. Tari just starting their lap. Vessier going into turn 1 there. Goodness me, look at the understeer there. Had to really crank the wheel there to get some time, get the car into turn 1 there. Metron there on circuit now. Marky's on circuit. Troy's invalidated, but luckily for Troy, there's time in the piggy bank. Percy, look at these queue of cars. This is going to be a nightmare for when he drives behind Percy. Equal's out on circuit as well. Then we got MHD, 7,600 a second up in the first sector. That's a Mercedes in the pits. Toy Coin has come across the line, has not improved, but he's not enough for pole position there, as it is still Sam Swift Ninja who has gone into it's still pole position. Legends has improved by almost half a second, over half a second, and that's a mega lap from Legends. He's up into the 3rd row of the grid. He's on row 5 with the Legend himself, Chappers. Chappers currently 6th at the moment there for Chappers, and I think he's going for one more run potentially. Just take a look to see who's coming across the line. I'm looking for McLaren. Which McLaren am I looking for? I'm looking for Coop, then yellow flags in sector 1. Coop out of the final turn, and Coop across the line. Coop does not improve, sadly. Aston Martin of Menace has come across. Sorry, Mercedes of Menace comes across the line and finishes his lap as well. Goodness me, Percy makes his way up into 6th position there, so Percy is salvaged row 3 at the moment, but there is still time on the board. You can still complete the final part of this lap now. Chappers is 5,200 second up in the first sector. Who is that? I just said Equals has gone 6th faster, and Percy is down into 7th there for Percy is there. And I must say that with such a short season, I don't want to really beat Percy up, but I do feel, oh no, Troy's also out of qualifiers, also finished down in 13th as well. It's a shocker for a lot of the championship protagonists here tonight. Metronaf, the Metronaf is sadly well off the circuit there, and that's not ideal, is it? For Metronaf, I'm looking for the second half of Mumford. Across the line stays 10th fastest for Mumford. Unfortunately, the second McLaren down in 18th position there. Unfortunately, and we got Knowlesy just coming across the line as well. And Immortals on pole position there for the Portuguese Grand Prix. And Immortal is in such fine fettle at the moment, isn't he? Of course, second in the World Championship. And I must say, it's a bit like all years in Formula One, isn't it? Of course, Immortal driving superbly well. The only problem is that he's in the era of Sam Swift Ninja at the moment, but Immortal has now made his own era. He's on pole position for the Portuguese Grand Prix here in the Archive. And that is Immortal's. Excuse me for a second. That is Immortal's 14th pole position of his career. And what a fine performance indeed there for Immortal. His 14th pole position of his career. And he is really starting to find a rich run of form as well. And that is his second pole position of in a row. And it's his 3rd pole position of the season as well for himself and for the Alpine team then. That's a great time indeed then for Immortal. Wow, that's a great end to qualify, and I apologise. I missed all those final laps there. I just couldn't get me bearings there. But Immortal luckily can, and that is pole position. Good stuff indeed. Every now and again was just asking, saying, I hope, hopefully my mic's all right then. Otherwise, I might have to go and dip it in some olive oil then. Or it might be me breathing, to be honest, because, yeah. All I've had is a ham and cheese wrap today. I'm trying to lose weight on the old love handles, but it's not going well. I'm so miserable. Immortal is currently on pole position there, just under a tenth of a second away from Sam Swift Ninja, who only did one run, so he's got a lot of soft tires there in the piggy bank now. So that is going to be interesting, isn't it? Liverpool are horrendous, and only because I support United players. That is true. To be honest, I can't argue with that, my good sir. Of course, but I think I think United beat Leicester, didn't they? Was that in the FA Cup? I must admit, I didn't realise it was the FA Cup actually until until yesterday, and I was like, oh gosh, that's shameful indeed. Then, so I was about to put Saturday Night Football on the old Now TV. Mortal, says Equaz as well. Thank you very much for joining us as well. It's absolutely fantastic stuff indeed there. I'm glad that you enjoy our company on this lovely Sunday afternoon, albeit it's not very lovely outside. And I wonder if any of you got any snow as well, because I was expecting a big dollop of snow, not dollop of mayonnaise, a big dollop of snow on Friday. I even rushed back from work, which I normally do anyway, because, I don't like work. But anyone who's watching this, I work with, I do love work. Just please black that out. I don't think luckily I don't watch anymore, because I used to watch on Facebook, but we don't do that anymore. But nevertheless, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, big dollop of snow. Yeah, of course. I wonder if anyone else had a big dollop of snow then. Yeah, but I wouldn't have VAR. Wouldn't have a VAR was there then. Yeah, because I think there was a dodgy offside decision, wasn't there? But I can't say much because Liverpool had a lot of dodgy offside, a lot of VAR intervention then, which really helped them out. I'm not sure if it's this season or last season. I think Liverpool gained an extra like 9 points or something like that. I think for VAR decisions. Less said about that, the better, though, shall we? Right, Ted. And look at these tyres. Have we got a selection of tyres? Tyre wear around here is not that apparent, and tyre wear is not crucial. Well, it is crucial, obviously. It's a tyre formula these days. But I do feel that we're going to have softs to mediums might be the preferred strategy here. However, Troye and Sam Swift Ninja have both gone for hard tyres. Everyone else on the medium on the soft tyres. Immortal, 14th pole position of his career, and is really starting to roll in those pole positions. He might start to overthrow Kiki, because Kiki's got the most pole positions as a whole in ALR. I haven't tallied it up since the season beginning or season end. Sam Swift Ninja on hard tyres, so he's going to have a difficult run down to turn one. It's quite a long run down to turn one as well. How many laps, says Brad? Said, I think we have 33 laps around here. It's quite a lot of laps, I believe, or 32, something like that. But because it is quite a fairly short circuit. Toy Coin in third position. Legend, what a drive, what a qualifying in fourth position. He's my star qualifying legends is. Menace in fifth position. Equalson in sixth. And Percy on the hot medium tyres down seventh position. Alongside the hometown favourite, albeit he's not from Portugal Championship, but he certainly is becoming a major star in Grand Prix race in eighth position there. He certainly, though, if we ever had a fan boost, I think Choppers will always win it. Medium tyres for both row 4. Row 5 is MHD and Mumford, 9th and 10th. Knowlesy on the mediums, with Markey on the mediums as well. Troy in 13th position. 14th is Metran. 15th is Cam, with Coop as in Soup in 16th. P 17th. Sam, the hometown heroes in 18th position. We got a kick Salver off the circuit there. I think that's Sam Swift Ninja getting a bit too overzealous there with the throttle pedal. Vestier in 19th position, and Tori completes the grid. 20 cars on the grid then for the Portuguese Grand Prix. Ivan, hard is an interesting call. I'm surprised by hard tyres as well. I thought it would be a seat, mediums to softs there. Never race here, so would be good to see what the softs do, says Serious Mushy. I think this is this is the only circuit where probably soft tyres is the best way to go then. Lights are on then, 5 lights are on then here in the archive, and it is going to be... It's go, go, go for the Portuguese Grand Prix as we got a good run down into turn 1 there. As the hard tyres of South Swift Ninja means he's lost the position there. And on the outside goes Menace Max then, with Legends dropping down as well then. But you see that the hard shot Menace Max says contact between, I think it's the Alpine of Equals and South Swift Ninja. But they're all still going away well. And South Swift Ninja on the hard tyres, and as Equals is trying to force his way past Legends down into turn 5, I think this is, and at all. The Haas of a purse did not get a lot of room there. As they're going down into the big breaker point, there's contact between the RB. I think that's there's contact between the RB, and I think it's Metran. As Marky's out of the race already, where's he gone? Where has he gone? And Pease is off the circuit as well. So there's obviously contact between the two cars, and there's a VSC. And Pease has lost the whole of the front nose there. That is not ideal. And Pease has got damage there. Marky out the race there, and Troy's got a 10-second penalty for gaining a position after a corner cut there, and that is going to be really painful indeed then. But Marky out of the race then before one lap's even been completed. Pease is going to have to go into the pits because the whole of the front wing is completely gone there. 33 laps around here. Goodness me, I was right. Gosh, so South High 5. But up down 7 positions is Nolsey. Up 7 positions is Vesher. Demon start there for Vesher. Fantastic 17. A VSC at the moment now. Is anyone going to go in the pits? I don't think so. It's far too early to go in the pits. Having said that, there's a Haas car peeling off and into the pits. I think it is Luke. No, it isn't. Sorry, I apologise. I was trying to be clever on the track map, and that is what you did. That's what happens when you... And P's got a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And out of the race goes P's. And that's a... that was a very short cameo there from P's out of the Grand Prix, along with Markey as well. Markey also outside of that. Camaro, softs and mediums on the normal way. Softs are not bad at this track. Ivan, let's go then. DRS now been enabled. We're back racing. It's Equals on the inside of Legends, as Equals is up into 5th position now. Legends is down into 6th on the soft tyres. So Percy doing a good job actually on the medium tyres, but Sam Swift Ninja also doing a great job on those hard compound tyres. Troy has lost a position, I believe he has. He's down into 14th. I think he started 13th as well. Sam, the hometown hero from Portugal, I believe. Edward, certainly his flag shows he's from Portugal, in 13th position at the moment at this moment in time. As we've got Karzek going abreast here as Tory on the outside, but Coop as in Soup on the inside, past the Aston Martin. I know it's 16th finish there, but lost a lot of momentum there, did Tory, and now he's got Metron all over the back of him as well. As now coming through to complete lap 1 of this race, had a mortal lead set, but it's not how DRS said. DRS is going to be very powerful as Menace is all over the back of Toy Coin as well. And lap 1 and lap 2 completed then, and here we go then. DRS set is available for Menace as we go down into turn 1. Then we got to Ethquals and through and into 4th position, cuts across the championship leader, and that's important. And and who's off the circuit? That's Percy well off the circuit. He's lost out to his teammate as well. Percy struggling this season. Up the inside goes Cam, having a sniff, but unfortunately unable to get past now into turn 3. I always get confused in turn 1, 2, 3. I'm from an era where the Portuguese Grand Prix used to be at Estoril, and I don't know why I always get confused with Estoril here and in here in the Archive, and of course here in Estoril, which absolutely no idea why, because the tracks are not even remotely similar, are they? There we go. Hards could be good if a safety car happens, says Ivan. Softs can apparently go 19 laps when I probably did 75 on mediums, and they can go like lap 23, says Ivan there. So Ivan feels that the soft tyres are going to be quite a major force in this Grand Prix. But Ivan also mentioned that the hard tyres could also come into favour of Sam Swift as well. Thanks for coming, P, says Sarah's Rush there. Love this camera shot indeed then. Goodness gracious me there. I would love to go to helicopter one day, but sadly I am not prepared to propel myself up that high. Lap 3 of the Grand Prix. Sorry, it's a mortal lead set. Equals has set the fast of the race then so far in this very early stage of this Grand Prix. Then of course no mystery Grand Prix here this week then. This is all in Portugal, all the ALR staff and drivers and everyone else who makes this worldwide circus go round as clockwork then. So we're all in Portugal this week rather than last week, as we was very much on our toes and didn't have a clue where we were going, which made some very interesting racing, didn't it, up and down the grids there, which is fantastic stuff indeed. Moltor is now under the car share from Toy Coy. Two drivers who are very quick and I was going to say very good, but no, they're very quick in qualified on one lap trim. Race trim probably not their strongest points, are they? But they're both in the race mode. Same with Menace Max. Only a Grand Prix win as well for Menace Max, and I'm quite surprised by that stat, because Menace Max, I feel, could and should have more Grand Prix wins there. But there has been strategical calls and safety cars at the wrong time for Menace Max, has always cost him. Toy Coin has only got one win as well, as there's a problem for Vestier, who's off the circuit and out of the race, and that is a safety car. And goodness me, just as Ivan said, then a safety car could help then, and it is a safety car in this Grand Prix. Vestier's out the race, 3 retirements and the opening 4 laps, and it's the soft roads going to come in the pits and go on the mediums. Surely they have to. They are all in the pits, and whether the mediums can get through, Ivan said they can then. I used to do comms. You are very good at it. Keep it up, bro. Thank you very much, said Ivan. And comms for the league, said. I really appreciate that. I must admit, I don't think I'm that good, to be fair. Especially as I can't really pronounce anyone's names. I also get into a muddle and all that kind of jazz. I'm only a commentator for ALR because no one else wants to do it. So just on board with Sam Swift Ninja, who is now behind the safety car. I feel that the safety car, this early may have hurt potentially Sam Swift Ninja. We'll find out then, because we cannot count our chickens before they hatch, especially as Easter is around the corner. Cannot wait for Easter, my favourite time of the year. I do love a bit of some eggs. I like mine scrambled. Sam Swift Ninja currently leads the way. Percy in second with Chappers in third. And San is the only driver on the soft tyres. Starting on the soft tyres is stayed out. Everyone else on the mediums, which includes Coop, Knowlesy, and Chappers, Percy, and of course Sam Swift Ninja on the hard tyres. Troy has even come in the pits as well, who was on the harder compound tyres then. As commentating league races so hard with the funny GTS, says Ivan there. Goodness, to be honest, I find this very hard. I must say, goodness gracious me. So yes, I would absolutely. Is that like GT racing? Is it GTS? I apologise. My knowledge of racing is pretty poor outside of Formula One. I must say, I'm trying to get into like the likes of Formula E, but I must say that I only watch Formula E because it's got old F1 drivers. And to be fair, I'm that kind of guy. I do watch a bit of endurance. I did watch a bit of the IMSA Daytona, but I must admit I do struggle with the categories and things like that and all that kind of jazz. And I'm quite a simple man who likes a simple life. Eh? Come on, Chopper, says Paige. Said can confirm he's bad with names. Evan, yo, serious mushroom. You know what? I'll get you for that on Tuesday night. Actually, no, I can't because serious mushroom doesn't. I don't do comms anymore for bronze, so that's a shame. I might just have to knock him off the circuit. Goodness me. Do as I say, not as I do. And also, as well, I want to keep up my 100% scoring streak in bronze so far this season. Just do discount China because I went MIA. Knowles has gone on hard tyres. That's an interesting call from the Williams driver. So Knowles feels that the medium tyres are not going to get to the end. So he wants a one-stopper, and he's out of the pits now in that very peculiar pit exit line. Of course, you're allowed to go over the pit lane line. Otherwise, you get a 10-second on-go penalty. Well, it depends on how the game feels like, to be honest, as I got a 10-second penalty for going over it in Singapore, and then in Australia I got nothing. So there we go. Same cars out at the moment, and Bert Mylander is just racing at the moment. Pre-racing league music ready to go for me then, says Ashton. What music have you got, Real Ashton, then? I hope it's something like Life is a Highway, of course, off the Cars film then. I hope that you got one of those musical numbers in your back pocket, along with one of those the Tokyo Drift theme song then, of course, from Fast and Furious as well. And also possibly the theme, Just Drive by Alistair Griffin, I think it was, who was the theme song for F1's opening in Sky Sports. And also, do not forget, how can we forget then, Fleetwood Mac. Oh, I've forgotten what it is. The chain, I apologise profusely. Goodness me, you're going to kick me out of the commentary box. Shameful behaviour by me. Right, we're going to be back racing now. Sounds like Ninja's going to have to do a lot of work to get these hard tyres up to temperature then. No one else, well, actually, a lot of drivers are on the hard tyres now. It's the likes of Menace Legends, MHD, Equals, Mumford, Cam, and Tory, and those have all gone on hard tyres. Everyone else on the medium tyres as we go racing again in just a few moments. As you can see, Sounds like Ninja looks like he's having the time of his life, but he's doing something very precise here. He's trying to warm up those tyres, and he does not want a lot. He does not want to slipstream these drivers down. So when we're racing again, Percy, who had a bit of a so-so qualifying, is now in second position. But there's Chappers who might be more looking like getting past at the moment. They say, or all single file down into turn one. Then as they have all got through at the moment, have they? Yes, they have indeed. Then it looks all fine and dandy. Then lock it up. Then as we're back into the front part of the pack now, Chappers and his Equals has got past MHD, and through he goes then. Oh yes, serious Russian. Oh, what is debris? Cam is off the circuit, and there's a lot of debris. Is that going to be another safety car? What happened then? As we got locking up here, as it's Mumford down the order, and my goodness gracious me, and that's unfortunate indeed. Then it's got. I'm not sure if anyone else got damage out there at the moment. Just watching Tori, who's currently down in. I'm trying to work out who that was then. Was it Red Bull then? I think it was a Red Bull of MHD that was involved in that as well then. Serious Russia, Shut Up and Drive by Lisa? Or is it Lizzie? I don't know. Was it Louise Redknapp, wasn't it? Then, of course, Jamie Redknapp's significant other. On the outside there goes Mumford. Then Mumford throwing caution to the wind and getting past that. Just take a look where MHD is in. As MHD has not scored a point so far in Grand Prix racing. Looks fine, but there's no wing M play weights or elements on that kick Sauber, unfortunately. Oh my, says Ivan then. As just coming down into over the DRS range now as well. And lap 8 as Percy leads second position. No, listen, Sam Swift leads. Percy second. Champions in third position. There is now a gap between San. Oh, as Percy, goodness gracious me, talk about Tokyo Drift. That's incredible from Percy. That's not going to help his tyres though, is it? Good gracious me. And now we've got the Ferrari and toy cord all over the gearbox. The former pole sitter cuts across the LP drivers. We go into turn number 5 as the media centre is front and centre. It's like they positioned that camera on purpose. Back in the front, Chappers is really pushed now. Samsung Ninja currently leads them, but it's Percy who's all over the gearbox there. They're on a step softer tyre. They're on the medium tyres, and I know tyres is not the most interesting of the most interesting topics in Grand Prix racing, but it is very important at this stage of the proceedings. Sands out of DRS, and that's crucial, and that is going to help these front three no end then. Of course, DRS, the drag reduction system there, will be available at the end of turn 15 down the start finish straight as well. Sam Swift and Ninja then on the medium tyres, but Percy, the two rivals that are at it again then, like they was most of last season there, as it was getting very tense and deep then as we go over the brow of the hill then to complete lap 8. Then DRS is available now, and here we go then, and here comes Lucas Percy then, here comes Chappers as well. Percy takes the lead of the Portuguese Grand Prix, and now has he got the pace then as Coop has it, Soup is through. San is just about to stay on circuit, toy cord up the inside, and San is giving him just about a Ferrari's car's width. Here through he goes and up into 5th position. I've spluttered all over my phone, and the motor on the outside, where's San? He's off the circuit. I wonder if there was contact there, or did he just lose traction? I think he may have lost traction there, but of course I always point the finger first, because of course that's the kind of person I am there. I'm very suspicious of everybody. On board now with Lucas Percy, the world champion from season 9 then, in the Haas car then. Qualifying has been a bit of a struggle at the moment, and as just watching from the Haas rear wing then. Yes, my reactions are appalling. I need to calm down a bit, to be fair, especially if everyone's got some headphones in, but hopefully you all probably going to be muting me fairly soon then. Thank you very much, Mushroom. I would say I'm a legend, but I'm more of a leg end. See then out of turn 14. I'm allowed to say it on stream, probably not. Hopefully don't demonetize me. Please don't mention the guy in third position. The curse is real. Brown saying Mushroom knows. Here comes Sam Swift Ninja, and through he goes back into the lead. And then I can't mention the guy with no name, but here he comes as well. Look. Whoa! Chappers takes the second position there. I was getting ahead of myself there. Immortals up in the 5th position while getting past Coop. Look at the lock-up on tyres there. Coop drives very well. Now then, the first runners on the hard tyres is now in 7th position, whilst Coop and Immortal is going to try and get to the end surely on those medium tyres. That has to be the aim there, because I think that you just lose too much time unless there's another safety car. Chappers now up into 2nd position. We're on board the Williams driver at the moment there. So Cam's coming to the pit side very far behind him, and then Medford is off. Oh no, and issues out for the kick. For the RB, which will be Racing Bulls next season. Thank goodness for that. It's a much better name than RB. Absolute rubbish name. There we go. As you can tell, I'm not a fan. As now we've got Menace up into 6th position, and Coop as in Super in 7th position. Medium tyres who have been on since lap 1 is now starting to really cause some issue. As Champer said, I think I see the fan service person. There he is. He's in 2nd position now. Champions is there, and he's now starting to put pressure on the world champion, the double world champion there, the 3rd world champion in ALR history. And how long are they going to pit then? I think that the softs, the mediums and the hard tyres are probably going to run very similar. Here's Percy. Look, Chappers' rain light is flashing red. That means that he's not raining. That means that, of course, they just harvested there. As now Cooper's back into 7th position, clumping the inside curve there. That's going to really unsettle the car. But able to stay there. And Troy having a sniff. There's contact between the Alpine, I think it was. There's Troy is encouraging them to get a move on here. But Equals there is not going to let him through there, is he? But so Equals is going to fight for this position, but here comes the Season 8 World Champion up the inside, taking 9th position. Equals is going to have to go wide and relinquish the place for now. Sam Swift Ninja leads. Second, oh goodness me, going over the brown hills. I must admit, this circuit is a very enjoyable circuit to drive. I absolutely love it. Racing around here, maybe not as interesting. Potentially, I would say that is very. But well, today's race has been fantastic. But sometimes this race can be a bit of a procession. Potentially, look at the top three. Now a second and a half away for Toy Coin, but then Toy Coin has got Immortal. Koopas and Super has dropped off quite rapidly there. Those top two. Look, there they are. And my goodness. The pit, look at that, they are now going to be almost a pit stop in front of these drivers now. That is crucial, I think, in the outcome of this race. And 1/3 into the Grand Prix. Here comes Percy now, and both drivers are not harvesting. Immortal's got past Toy Coin. Percy's got past Chappers up into second then. Chappers down in the third then, as we've also got Menace getting past Coop once again then, but Coop is not having any of it then, because I think the Coop there has really got some pace in this McLaren today. McLaren needs to score some points. Only McLaren left in this race there is Coop. 1 point so far as Tori's got 3-second penalty there for corner cut and then multiple warnings, I should say. Of course, that is track extension and all that kind of stuff. Lock it up again there. Legends there, of course, on the hard tires. He's the second driver in this Crocodile on the hard tires. But Troy then on the mediums. My word there. Here is the Super Swede on the outside. I'm hiding behind my pillow. Oh, my word there. And just about got through that. That would have been audacious there from Troy. As Troy there is still sniffing that 8th position. Goodness gracious me, then I cannot decide on when the car starts and when the car finishes between the RB and the Ferrari. My word, Legends there, who is not going to yield this position then. This is crucial then later on in this Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff there between the two drivers. Sam Swift Ninja has had a really good lap here. He's 7/10 of a second away from Percy. However, Percy is still in DRS, and that is crucial, I feel. So there's me saying that potentially the mediums and the hards are going to be very similar when they come in the pits. Absolute boulder dash by the looks of things. Cross the line once again. Menace has now got a 4/10 of a second gap there. Is Coop going to be able to come back at him? Potentially. Troy is starting to get past the RB. The RB is very a slippery thing then in the straight line. This Metron is really very much strength. My point there, thank you very much. Oh, but that's a 3-second warning. That is a slam dunk penalty, sadly. San then, who's the only driver on the soft tyres still. Goodness gracious me there. I wonder if San has to pay for his tyres, and he might be a reserve, mightn't he, San is? So potentially that's why he has to pay for those tyres, potentially. That is brutal there from Knowlesley. Sunset Ninja then. Look at this, and now we've got a 5-car battle for the Grand Prix lead then. I apologise, I've just smashed myself in the face. We got Sam Swift Ninja, who is leading this race. But look at that, he's almost out of DRS. That is crucial. Percy second, Chappers in third position. Then we've got Immortal and Toy Coin. Third, fourth, and fifth. And that is the guy. Look, yeah, Percy's out of DRS. Oh my word, that's not good. That is really not good at all. Coop is driving superbly well at the moment there. He's fantastic, Coop is there. On older medium tyres, and he's hanging on to Menace Max. And does that mean that the hard tyres are not the best tyres then, potentially? Maybe we'll find out then, but coming up to the line now then, wheel to wheel then, is Chaffers is going to lose out to Immortal here, and unfortunately Chaffers there does not have the tools for the job then. The Ferrari of Toy Coin having to sniff enough more than that then. Troy has got past Legends this time then, and now he's right behind Coop, and he wants to stick with Menace as well, because I feel that the medium tyres are the better race tyre at the moment, and obviously because they are softer than the hard tyres. And of course, sure, I do point out the you normally like to point out the obvious here. Samsung Ninja, I wonder if he just used a lot of errors deployment, and that's why he just got out DRS momentarily. San is staying out then, so San there is very much sticking to the strategy calls there by the Mercedes and trying to stay out there on 13-14 laps on the soft tyres. They're very much past their best. They're well past their Southboy date. Sounds like me, to be honest. I'm nervous and I'm not even out there, says Serious Much there. It's gonna be a very nervy Grand Prix, I think, as we're just approaching half. This is Troy. Oh, what's that? And Troy is forced his way through, passes Coop, and Coop there also on hard medium tyres as well now. Oh my goodness gracious me, on board with Legends, who is now going to hopefully get past the Mercedes, the McLaren here, but I don't think Coop it's not going to be a slam dunk pass here, because that McLaren, just like the RB, well, Legends isn't the RB actually, is very quick on this back straight there, and Percy's lost out because now goes Immortal, now goes Toy Coin there, trying to follow Immortal through here. That's it. That's very crucial crucial detail. Course Coop also had DRS then, which is able to keep him there. Mumford in 11th position, Metron in 12th position, MHD in the 13th, Knowlesy in 14th position, then Sandown in 15th, Tory in 16th position. Sadly for Cam, needs another safety car as the Kick Salva drivers are bookending the grid then. One at the front, one at the rear, sadly, for Cam. On board with Percy now then, because Percy is, I'm wondering then, what's he thinking about here for Percy then? I feel that hard tyres, potentially if he pits now, the soft tyres have done 14 laps on sand, but the soft tyres have lost so much performance at this stage of the race then, I don't think it's worth going on the soft tyres yet, as Percy's going to have to eke this out for another, I think that Percy and Chapman's going to have to eke this out for another few laps yet, to be fair. Evening all from ALR. Good evening to you, ALR. Of course, I think that might be Farf potentially. So Farf might be getting ready to get ready for some new rules potentially that might be implemented. Then, of course, Farf will probably have no idea what I'm talking about. As of course, we was having a joke earlier on in the stream there, as I did compare Farf to Mohammed Ben Salim, which I apologise profusely there because that is a very nasty thing on Ben Salim. I'm bored with Toy Coin there. Goodness me, I don't know how I'll get away with it, but one week there when I get in trouble in bronze, I have a feeling I'm going to be slapped with the most ridiculous and painful penalty known to man. I reckon that Far's going to steal my dreams, I think, before the end of the season. It's me on a Sunday. We've also got Troy pitted to get rid of the 10-second penalty as well, so he'll be rapping at the end, says Serious Mushroom there. Yes, indeed, I forgot about that 10-second penalty. Goodness gracious me. As now going over the brow of the hill once again, and second and a quarter. Second and a quarter then separates Sam Swift Ninja and as who's that then is as Torre trying to get past San here. San is now 5 seconds away from Knowles then. What goes around comes around, says Farf. Absolutely then. So maybe I should probably stop bantering my I call it banter, but I think that Farf is going to be very much waiting for his revenge plot to come in then later on in the bronze season, which, let's be honest, it is coming, isn't it? I've been very good actually. I think was I reported in Australia? I think I was actually, wasn't I? Maybe not. But after the final turn there, Sam Swift Ninja lap 18 and we're over after this now. Malto in second position, dropping away from Sam Swift ever so slightly. And then Menace Max is almost 5 seconds away from the group of 5 cars in front then. Is that telling us that the hard tyre is not a very good race tyre then? Potentially, I do not know. We're on lap 17 here then. It's a very interesting Grand Prix here in Portugal and I absolutely love it. Potentially, it's because we haven't raced here for almost 3-4 seasons. We haven't raced here since season 8, which the last Grand Prix winner was this man on screen now, which was Troy back in season 8. So that, so of course, Troy may have a bit of more knowledge of the Argyle circuit compared to the rest of his opposition. But there's strategies all over the show here, which is what we want to see. And hopefully in F1 25, then season 13 of ALR, unlucky for some, hopefully not for us, but hopefully in the season 13 of ALR, we'll have more strategical elements around Grand Prix racing. I think that is one of the big things that I think we want as a fan base, potentially, along with better game as a whole. Then, but of course, that is potentially off the table. I'll report you, Sean, for bullying David. How dare you, Sir Russia? I'd never bully David. Then he brings it on himself. Out to the final turn. Then, no, we're not out of the final turn yet. 1.1 seconds. Then Sam Swift Ninja still got a lot of pace. Into the pit seconds, Percy and Champerson. So what tyres are they going to go on then? Lap 18, lap 19. We're over half distance. Surely it's the soft tyres that come out of those blankets. Down into turn 1. There goes Troy up into full position now. Be 5 seconds behind his teammate. As they have not stopped yet. Now it's the hard tyres, goodness me. And it's also the hard tyres for Champers as well. I was wondering if they might go soft, but I reckon that safety car period has really actually hurt drivers that's potentially going to go from medium to soft tyres, potentially. So that, I think, is why everyone is going on hard tyres. I'm surprised by that. I wonder if they should have stopped earlier on, potentially. Maybe then, because we know that the hard tyres go forever and a day. But I feel that maybe that was counterproductive. I do not know, though. Luckily or unluckily, I have no idea about strategical calls in Grand Prix racing there, which probably makes it quite exciting for me anyway. Probably not for you guys at home, as you probably know absolutely what's going on. On board with Equals then, love the helmet design, beautiful stuff indeed there. Very reminiscent to one Pablo Montoya then, but maybe needs a bit of the blue potentially. But Equals is probably not concerned about his helmet at the moment. He's probably more concerned about getting past Legends and Coop, who has been Coop, who needs to come in the pits. He's the only driver now who started the race on the medium tyres yet to pit. As there's the Ferrari, there's the Mercedes of Menace. Here is Coop then, who is going to very much feel the wrath of Legends here. Coop has stayed out. I reckon Coop's going to try and go soft tyres at the end, you know. As once again then, just showing how powerful that McLaren is. But Legends is through, past the McLaren. Is the Alpine going to go through as well? Yes, they are. And both have got past Coop, but Coop has come back out, drivers, over the course of this race, hasn't he? Knowles here has got past MHD as well, moved himself up into 11th position there. Sirius Mushroom softs are obviously crap then, so Sirius Mushroom is not sold by the soft tyres, and Sirius Mushroom will be thinking about maybe medium to hard tyres on Tuesday night then, as they're just going over the brow of the hill. What am I thinking about on Tuesday night? Tomorrow I'm probably thinking about what to have for my tea, but after that then I'll be concerned about tyres. Board of Equals, and you see right behind us is Coop as well. Mumford 4 seconds back. He's so Mumford is not too far away at the moment. I'm surprised how far behind Menace Max is from the top three. I'm very surprised by that indeed. 6.5 seconds there. Ooh, as Troy is now caught up to the back of Menace. Because I think that Menace has actually got past Troy, but 6.5 seconds. That's quite a mammoth gap at this stage of proceedings. Lap 19 out of 33 around here. Sam Swift Ninja is extended his lead. It's gone up by a tenth of a second. It's not too much there, but I must say Sam Swift Ninja's had a great start to this season, but I feel that the safety car has really hamstrung his potential win this race today, and also potentially start on those hard tyres as well, and there's a lot of potentials in that sentence. Back on board Troy then, who didn't get past Mendes there. So Immortal and Toy Coin, I think, are going to the end then. I also think that Troy is going to the end, along with Metran as well. I've got on the hard tyres. I am absolutely certain it's going to the end then, unless we're going to have a curveball of rain or another safety car. Tori's got another 3-second penalty, sadly, then, as Mumford is now past Metran and up into 9th position. That's interesting. Metran is on the medium tyres. Is the medium tyres starting to struggle on their 15 laps around here? Medium tyres have got to pit soon. Sirius Mushroom believes that the medium Knowles has got a 3-second penalty. That's very unusual for Knowles to get a 3-second penalty. Sirius Mushroom believes that the medium runners are going to have to pit then. So the medium runners, Sirius Mushroom believes that the medium runners will have to pit then. So that's likes of Immortal and Toy Coin then. So in the box seats to win this race at the moment, it's Menace Max. I'm not sure if the medium runners will have to pit. I reckon they're going to stay out. But that's me. And I think that's probably not a good idea. Taking the lead then is Immortal then. Sam Swift Ninja, the championship leader, of course, who has over a win advantage in the championship lead as well then. It's been a very difficult race there, as now here comes Troy for Sam Swift there, and Troy got to have a look. Not quite then, so where's Sam Swift then? Hit to this box and medium tyres on for Sam Swift. This is perfect for the champion. And now he's out of the pits now. Where's he going to come out then? Where is Lucas Percy? Lucas Percy, they're miles behind him. Look at that then. As Sam Swift Ninja, that's incredible, isn't it? Sam Swift Ninja is still like 8 seconds back there. He's in 11th position on there, so Sam Swift's got a lot of overtaking to do with just 12 laps to go, and the drivers are going to be on much older tyres then. Can we bet against Sam Swift Ninja still getting into the heart of the points? That's a lot of overtaking he's got to do, but I do feel that Sam Swift Ninja is going to be quicker than a hiccup now for the remainder of this Grand Prix. Toy Coin and Immortal leading this way. 7 seconds back now is Menace Max. Menace, not Menace Max. I'm still living in the year 2020, I think I am. No way they're doing another 12 laps, says Sirius Mushroom. So Sirius Mushroom is not convinced then. So Sirius Mushroom believes then that Immortal, Toy Coin, and Troy and Metran is all coming in the pits then. Out of the final turn then, as we got a great battle then between Cam and San there. Cam is now up into 16th position now. Unfortunately for Cam then, having issues then, I think, making contact with one of the Red Bull drivers there. Immortal leads then. Toy Coin is second then, and here comes Troy, and Troy now up into third position, and 2 Ferraris are on the podium here. Whoa, back in then. I thought almost stepped out. And as we've got, this is going to be getting very difficult indeed as Metron helping do 7th position down in the Red Bull. RB, I should say that. That'll be like 25 laps. The mediums will have to pit, says Brad as well there. So they're 25 laps on the medium tires. Sounds like it's not doable according to our viewers. And my word then. So they're going to come in the pits and then go on them soft tires, and they can be very quick then at this towards the very end then. Oh, I love this. It's going to get very tasty indeed, isn't it? 2 further distance in this Grand Prix then. Immortal leads the race, and Immortal is a 4-time Grand Prix winner now. Toy Coin has only won 1 race in his career in ALR Gold, and of course he did win a lot of races in Formula 2. I think he won 5 or 6, didn't he? Toy Coin did, and a lot of pole position as well in that season as well. I think he had about 11, 12, and I think he only raced in there 13, 14 times. It's an incredible stuff indeed. Unless they want to finish with less than 4 tires, says Brad. Said, I don't know. Never raced there, says Serious Russia, and that is the beauty, I think. And of course, when we're coming to a new, well, it's not really a newer circuit. That we haven't raced here in almost 4 seasons, have we? Of course, we've only had 2 races here before today, so this is our 3rd race here in Portugal in the Archive, and I think the strategy elements is all up in the air, and that is brilliant, isn't it? It's really making this race very interesting indeed, that as it's getting very precarious here, as Menace, Max, and Troy very close together. Metranov has got past. Sam Swift Ninja sets the fast on the race as he is now starting to reel in the drivers in front of us now then. The gap isn't coming down that quick on the fresh mediums for Sam, says Farf, and that is interesting. It's down to 3.9 now. No, 2.9 for Sam. I wonder if Sam just needs to fire up those medium tyres. But Sam Swift Ninja has done a whole outlap, and yes, Farf is right. The gap did not come down very rapidly at all then between the Red Bull and MHD. MHD has not scored a point yet this season, and it looks like, unless there's some intervention from other cars having issues then, or from the safety car, I think that MHD will struggle to get points from here, but he does not have any penalties. I carried Toy Coin at F2, says Serious Mushroom. Of course, Serious Mushroom had that incredible win in Qatar, I think. Was it in the sprint or the feature race? I think it was the sprint, wasn't it? Of course, Serious Mushroom has also won very recently as well. He won in China a few weeks back then. Ironically, when I was here as well. So maybe I'm the problem. Out of the final turn there comes Troy and Menace, and they've swapped positions again. And also, Farf mentioned about the gap not coming down. Sam Swift has now started to really put his toe down here, but Menace and Troy are fighting. Well, they're not fighting too hard, but the gap is not coming down. It's still 6.6 seconds there between the front two and this battle here then. So that is interesting. It does depend. We do not know about the wear here, but in terms of the performance, it doesn't look too bad. Chaffers has passed Lucas Percy and got up into 12th position there. So what are these 2 hard runners going to do then? They're going to be on very fresh hard tyres now. So they're 8 seconds away from Sam Swift, who is less than a second away from this gaggle of cars, which is MHD, Knowlesy, Metronab, and of course Mumford as well. So here is Sam Swift now. This is going to get very interesting indeed. You are definitely the problem there. Seriously, you know what? I cannot even argue at that point. On board with Sam. Oh my goodness me! And he's going on the outside here. Sam Swift he will have more grip on the tyres on the inside. Passes the Red Bull. MHD just does not have the tools for the job. Sam Swift is back in the top 10 now. Lap 24 out of 33. The final countdown is on, and I hear Europe in my head now. Tour of Europe, this is the first European race of the season as well. Normally we have it's usually traditionally the San Marino Grand Prix, but the 9th for this now. Knowlesy did not make that too difficult there, but Knowlesy is fighting for points here for the Williams team in there. So his fight is not with Sam Swift Ninja today. However, Knowles is going to get a lovely toe off the back of Sam Swift here then, and on board with Knowles then as Sam Swift is just pulling away then, as of course it's just those tyre performance is night and day. And look at that then, he's almost into the back of Metron up the inside. Sam Swift Ninja is now into 8th position. Next target is Mumford. He's flying through this traffic incredibly well. Back on board with the double world champion. He is through DRS up into 7th position. We don't get to see a lot of Sam Swift to overtake him much, do we? So it's really cool to see Sam Swift. Well, I say that, don't we? But I haven't said that. Sam Swift doesn't really have many pole positions compared to Grand Prix wins, so maybe I should wind my tongue in there. Troy up 9th position. There's Farf. What's have a gander there at the position changes there. So Troy up 9th position there, potentially in for a driver of the day, along with it could be Sam Swift Ninja as well, especially on this alternative strategy. Menace Max doing a good job as well, as is Toy Coin and Immortal. So those are probably the standout drivers out there at the moment, I would hazard a guess at. But of course, Percy and Chappers could potentially come back into this race in the not too distant future. Back at the front, and the gap is now coming down. So they've lost half a second, these two have, compared to Menace, who is in third position there. So that is the first sign that the medium tires are starting to struggle on lap 26 out of 33 here. On board, Samsung Ninja setting up fast out the race. Aquas is through, passes Legends, and up into 5th position there goes locking up there from Troy. Troy would like to have got past Menace a lot earlier than this, and sadly I think this is going to cost him major positions in this one. Samsung Ninja has got a 5-6 second deficit between himself and Legends there. That's going to come down, but even so then it's still going to be a stretch. But Sam Swift, I think, is still getting the podium, you know. Koopas and Soup has got past the Aston Martin and up into 14th position there. As goodness gracious me then. Whilst those drivers are battling in front of him, the gap is down to 7.6 seconds. That's a major gap to make up, isn't it, for those drivers on the hard tyres. Let's run up, and as you can see, there's Percy just absolutely waltzing off into the distance. He's rocketing away from this gaggle of cars here. So there is MHD then. No podiums for MHD. I was probably unfairly saying MHD will not going to get any points today unless there's a intervention from the safety car or other drivers, but he's got no penalties, and the lack of penalties around here is absolutely superb. Oh no, and that's sand off the circuit in the sand, or the gravel comes back on now. But unfortunately for the hometown hero, that's not ideal. Immortal still leads, and Toy Coin is still second. The gap is stabilised. It's actually gone up by 0.2 of a second this lap around. So again, the medium tyres are not falling off at this stage of proceedings there. As my word, on board with Equas now, I think that the medium tyres have done a superb job. All the runners have. Nolsey's passed. Is he going to get past Mumford? Not quite then. As Metro and Amford trying to hang it out there. Unfortunately, not ideal then. Percy's back into 12th position. The gap is still 7.3. I don't think the hard tyres are a very good race tyre, you know. That's just my observation, which is probably absolute boulder dash. I do feel that the medium tyres are probably a better race tyre, but of course sadly can't do medium and medium, which I think if that was the case then Percy and Chappers would have been on the medium tyres then for this final stint. They got the gap down to 6.8 seconds now, but that's still quite a long way to go with 5 laps in this one. Where is Sam Swift? He is now about 4 seconds away from this battle of 5 cars, but the way he just came through the field, or came through the last gaggle of 5 cars, there he is. He's not going to make it I don't think it's going to be too difficult indeed then. That was polite for you, Farf. Absolutely. Goodness me, Farf very much on the happy day today, isn't he? Farf is there, but of course, Farf is getting ready for this challenge tomorrow in Silver. Of course, don't want to sell Farf too short. Then, but the difficult season so far for Farf, hasn't it? The last 2 seasons have been pretty difficult for Farf, haven't they? After third position this season before, Knowlesy up into 8th now. Knowlesy has said so. Knowlesy has had enough. He's decided to put his toe down, and it's now into 8th position for Williams, but he does have a 3-second penalty, which may hurt him ever so slightly. Chappers is through again. Percy and Chappers are an almighty scrap, but sadly this is not for any points at the moment. It's not for any points at the moment, and it may be later on, but at this moment in time both drivers are out of the points, and that is not ideal at all. Gap is under 6 seconds for the first time between third and second position then. So this is where it's going to get very interesting indeed then. Sam Swift Ninja is flying. Tori's got another 3-second penalty sadly then, but the penalties have been very good then. Apart from Knowlesy, Metran and Tori, no one else has got any penalties so far. Into the pits comes San, and I'm wondering if there's going to be another set of soft tyres going on for the Mercedes driver to potentially get that fast up. No, out of the race there for San then, and that's disappointing indeed then. As coming across line, there's a Mercedes mechanic said just putting the Mercedes on the dolly wheel, so if still caught there, and they're going to be wheeled back into the garage out of the Grand Prix sadly. So that's such a shame there. Troy has not really been pressuring Menace, but he has been having a lot. I think he's been still harvesting, hasn't he? Lap 29 as we're running down now then. If a medium's hold on, Sam could be kicking himself here, as very much so indeed then. I'm wondering if that's the reason why Sam didn't pit them, but he's on the hard tyres, isn't he? If he went hard to the medium, yeah, he could have done actually, couldn't gonna, yes, that's what Serious Mushroom means by that then, is that the if Sam came in the pits, Percy's got a 3-second penalty. That's it's all but ended Percy's chance, I think, of points in this one. Unless, of course, Percy really gets his skates on now. But the gap is 6.1 seconds at the moment. Driver of the day, Troy, Mumford, Sam Swift, and Toy Coin are your drivers of the day at the moment. So get your votes in. But I haven't said that. There's a long way to go in this race. I say a long way to go. We've only got like 5 laps to go in this one. A long way to go in this one. It's going to be it's a very difficult call for driver today, isn't there? There's, I think that Mortal and Toy Coin have done a really good job on the strategy there. Sam Swift might be heralded a hero in a minute then with these calls to go from go to the hards to the mediums and this late on. He's got so much pace on Sam Swift has it. I still think that I'm not sure if the second in the lead is up for grabs for Sam Swift, but I do feel as he's now in the 6th position now. There goes Sam Swift, lap 30 out of 33, and he's passed him. But Legends out is trying to get past him now, and this is not in the script then, and look at this, and his Legend is past Sam going into turn 1 then, and this is going to hold him up there, but Legends out decides to ease off, get past, let Sam go away, and go away, that's not I don't mean it like that. Sam Swift to get on with it and get past these cars. As Sam Swift, we got battle in as Metron up, it's lost out to MHD up into 10th finish there. Champers is passed and up into 12th finish there, and Sam up into 5th position now, passes Aquels. The next target is Troy, and then after Troy it's Menace as well. Troy, driver of the day now. Troy, driver of the day now. Watch his tyres fall off the cliff. Troy doing a good job though, isn't it? But I feel that Troy's tyre. I reckon that Troy will be kicking himself for not getting past Menace earlier, quicker than. But having said that then, but I think he'd be quite happy with being in 4th position at the moment then, after starting, I think he started 13th on this grid, didn't he? As now all over the gap then, all over the Ferrari, I should say. Goodness gracious me. I haven't even done anything today. I don't know why I'm tired. It's because I've been laying on the sofa all day just watching the FA Cup games, which I wish I didn't watch the Liverpool one now, but never mind. Out of final turn then for Sam Swift there. Look in front of him. That is just the Toy Coins all over the gearbox of Immortal now. Both Immortal going for his 5th Grand Prix win, and Troy has decided that he needs to. Oh my word there! And the two drivers going side by side into turn 1, and Sam Swift is having to do 4th position now, passes Menace Banks, and now next target is Troy and the battle for the final podium spot then. 2 laps to go in this one. Percy and Trappers swap position again there, but they're now still 4 seconds away from Metro now, and the chance to get on the points there. Nosey is still behind Mumford as well, and that 3-second penalty may cost Nosey some points here. The Ferrari boys are dominating driver of the day. We're on board now with Sam Swift and Ninja all over the gearbox of Troy, and Troy I don't think is going to be able to have any answer to Sam Swift Ninja on the back straight into going down to turn 1, but having said that, Sam Swift Ninja probably wants to get past now because the gap is coming up. Look at that, it's going up. It's now 5.7 seconds. I feel it's too much even for Sam Swift Ninja, and his electric pacer Troy almost losing the car. Sam Swift Ninja is crawling all over the back. Goodness gracious me, reminds me of the Spanish Grand Prix in 1981 when Gilles Villeneuve had 4 cars behind him, then scrapping to get past the 1981 Ferrari, which was not the best car in the world. My word then. But in that Ferrari, it's not Gilles Villeneuve today, it is Troy. Here comes Sam Swift Ninja then, who's now over the got DRS, and I think the Troy is gonna cannot defend there. Up into 3rd position goes Sam Swift Ninja, passes the Ferrari up into 3rd position there for Sam Swift Ninja. And through he goes. Troy down in 4th position there as Percy into the pits then on lap 32 out of 33. And look at this then, there's the battle for the lead then on lap 32 out of 33. Whose tyres are in a better nick than Sam Swift Ninja? The gap is 5.4 seconds then when he passed. Percy's in the pits then for the Haas, and this is going to be no points for Percy. And goodness gracious me, and it's not, I don't think Percy made a mistake today or any damage. I think that it was just the strategy call he's got wrong. And I think same with Chappers as well, potentially, because the medium tyres have gone a very long way in this race. 27 laps on the medium compound tyres. Incredible stuff indeed. I reckon Troy is driving slower for Toy then, says Brad. Said a little bit of diving also. Nice move by Sam then, says Camera Racer. On board then with Toy Coin. We've got just 2 more laps to go. I must admit, I think if we had probably if we had a 34 lap race or 35 lap race, I think Sam Swift Ninja would have caught him past these two. Across the line then, then. Immortal then, one more lap to go. Has Toy Koi got anything left then as he tries to catch? Immortal going down into turn 1. No dice at the moment there. As Toy Coin's next opportunity will be down into turn 5 by the media centre. Oh, look at that! It's Troy has lost his overtaken side by side. And Menace is back up into third position. Fourth position then with Equals up in third. What a manoeuvre there. And what a camel work by Mr. Director. Fantastic. 17. I love that. That's fantastic. And now as he got Troy going on the inside again. I think Troy's tires have gone then. He is struggling for grip here as trying to get out of turn 5 and no dice at the moment. And Troy is going to be down in 6th position. I wonder if you're disappointed by that. As Chap is out now, just within a second, is now a second and a half away from 11th position there. As Percy is trying to go for fast lap. Goodness gracious me, that was a diamond score. Well, 8.9. I apologise. I was at goodness me. I thought I might have been on the. I thought that might have been you commentating on the Richter scale when I fall off my chair, mushroom. Out of the final turn, out of the second to last turn, and Immortal is going to go for 5 Grand Prix wins of his career. The former 100% world champion then comes out of the final turn, and he is going to win the Portuguese Grand Prix. Immortal wins his 5th race of his career in fine style. That's a great race there, and then great drive indeed for Immortal. Brilliant drive from Toy Coin, brilliant drive from Sam Swift Ninja as well. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And I'm still none the wiser about strategy. His tires are gone. So Knowles, he does finish in the top 10. MHD gets his first points of the season. Sadly for Chappers and Percy, the strategy just didn't work in their favour. The fresh hard tires there just really wasn't up to the task. As you look at Legends there, 5,700 a second separates him and Troy in the battle for 6th and 7th position there. A freeway tie for driver of the day. That just shows the kind of race we've had. That I've lost the driver of the day. Goodness me, that's not good. Oh gosh. Troy, it was Troy, Subswift and Toy Coin, I think, for driver of the day. Oh my word. Oof. Immortal, 5th race win of his career, as Troy gets 36% of the vote, then 27% for Samsung, 27% for Toy Coin, Mumford 9% there. But what a drive from Troy today, because Troy did start 13th on the grid there. Magnificent stuff indeed then. At least I don't have to message Chappers now, says Serious Mushroom. And look at that, Immortal. 5-time Grand Prix winner now for Immortal. He is the closest challenger to Sam Swift. However, then of course Sam Swift there, even though he did not get a Grand Prix win today, Sam Swift there somehow gets back on the podium. He has finished every single race on the podium with Sam Swift there, which just shown his incredible performance so far this season. Aim for the 3rd world title, but I feel that Immortal is very much still in touch and distance there, just about in touch and distance. The gap is got back down to I think about 26 points or something like that, or is it 30? About 26 points, which is still over a Grand Prix win advantage over Immortal. But my goodness me, what a great race that was. And let's take a final look at the classification then from what was a really good Portuguese Grand Prix. Immortal won by 2/10 of a second there from Toy Coin and finished second. Great drive for Toy Coin today. We get to see Toy Coin back to its best after a bit of a disappointing race season last year. Soundswift Ninja in 3rd position there, where I think about 9 laps before the end he was out of the points. Menace in 4th, Equals 5th, Troy in 6th, Legend 7th, Mumford 8th, 9th is MHD, first points of the season. Knowles gets the top 10. Chappers in 11th with Metron in 12th. Coop, Percy 13th, 14th. Percy gets fast up. Tory in 15th position there. 16th position is Cam. Then retirements of San, Vestier, Pease and Markey all retired then from the Portuguese Grand Prix then. I suppose that's what you get when you've been in a hospital day, Percy. Oh, goodness me, I hope you're all right, Percy. But I hope you're all right after. So it looks like Percy, they just came in, just had to come in and really no preparation at all there for Lucas Percy. So hopefully, but Percy might be, I don't think Percy's move is going to be helped a great deal as well after only getting a fast as lap point then in this one then. Tomorrow night it is going to be the Silver Grand Prix in Portugal, so I cannot wait for that then. But before it is, we're going to just talk to Sam Swift Ninja, who is I'm not sure if he's going to be disappointed or not about his championship league getting whittled down, or if he's going to be happy with that, get on the podium once again. Sam, the safety car came out right at the beginning of the race there. It was very much through a curveball in your strategy. You was one of only 2 drivers to start on the hard tyres then. But firstly, how are you happy or disappointed disappointed about this result today?
No, I'm not happy with the result. No, because I could have easily won if there wasn't any safety cars. But I mean, I keep for some reason I keep on thinking that the driving standards in this league is going to be actually good enough so there's no safety cars. But there's always safety cars every single race, so I can't do different strategies like that. But yeah, it was. I think I had some pretty good pace out there. I mean, at least I had an entertaining race by the end of it. I managed to make quite a lot of moves and actually have a fun race by doing it. There was a slight chance of me thinking I could maybe have a chance of the win, but there were DRS swapping off each other at the end, so there was always going to be able to keep the gap at an arm's length, so I was never going to be able to catch up. So yeah, I'll take the P3 is the best I could have done with actually doing a different strategy and actually changing it up instead of having boring races. Like whatever. The thing is, like people say that this game's boring, but then they all do the same strategy and all. So it's like, but yeah, it was an alright race.
I'd say it's better than all right then. Getting from, I think you was 9 laps before the end, and you wasn't in the points then. But what was your original strategy then, right at the beginning when you started on hard tyres? Was you going to go to medium tyres, or was you going to go to soft if there was no safety car?
If there was no safety car, it depends because the mediums actually was a pretty good race tyre, so I could have got the undercut on. I mean, I could have had a pretty good optimal tyre whilst having fresher tyres than everyone else because everyone else was on softs. But also the softs would have been like seconds a lap faster than everyone else's, so I could have been. I would have been further back, but I could have made up more ground and probably would have won the race with the pace that I had. So I probably would have gone hard to soft if there was no safety car. But I mean, with this league, there's never a race without any safety cars. So we'll never
Yeah,
know.
yeah, you mentioned about the safety cars then. Is it? It sounds very frustrating then from yourself then with the safety cars coming out and potentially just making the races a bit more trickier for you then. So a race like today then, was you expecting a safety car, judging from the track characteristics then, or did you feel, or
Well,
was you surprised when the safety car came out?
Well, yeah, I was surprised because the barriers are so far away from the circuit. I was in a party with Max. I was literally before the start of the race. I was like, "There's no way there's going to be a safety car with the barriers being so far away from the circuit, unless someone either deliberately stops on the circuit or anything." But so I was very surprised with the with the safety car coming out, especially at this circuit, because if there's a safety car coming out at this circuit, then I mean, I don't know what people are doing with the driving if there's safety cars that are out at Portugal where the barriers are nowhere near the circuit. So it's just going to be like other circuits next that are going to happen this season. It's just going to be safety car galore. So it's just going to be even more boring races. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I was surprised there was a safety car that ran to this circuit out of all the circuits on the calendar.
Do you feel that you might have to have a word with the drivers about the driving standards then potentially, or do you feel that this needs to be addressed then about the driving standards?
Um, what? No, because if I say anything, no one will listen to me anyway. I'm a nobody in this. I'm just a driver. I'm not the admins and all that lot. So I don't want to sound like I'm just complaining. So I won't say anything I don't want to say anything in the Discord. I mean, it's just you could have so much better racing and races for the viewers to watch. Like even for a viewer aspect, I just don't get how any of these races are more entertaining when there's just going to be a safety car in the first 5 laps, and then it's just either soft or medium to hard, and then that's the race done. It's just like there's no strategy involved. So, like you could have so much better racing. It's just it's just not fun. But yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining 24/7.
And And of course, then I think towards the end, then it looked like you had a lot of fun as well because you was absolutely scything your way through the field. There was a
Yep.
gaggle of like I think you had to get past like a gaggle of five groups of cars, where you got past like one group of five cars and another group of five cars.
Yeah.
Do you feel that held you up then potentially? Because you did mention earlier on then that you were stuck within like some DRS trains and potentially didn't help you get
Mm.
past as quickly as you did then. So do you think that if you got past those trains were slightly spread out, do you think you could have got second or the win then?
No. The way that I would have gained a bit more time on them, obviously, but the way that the top two were just DRS swapping, I mean, you could probably gain about 6-7 tenths a lap just via the DRS zone. So even if I did get through them quickly, I still probably wouldn't have got anywhere close to him. But I mean, I had quite a lot of fun going through the field. I'll take that as a positive anyway. That was fun. It was a fun race. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm a bit annoyed with the result, but yeah, well, I see. It is what it is.
I don't want to give you bad news, but the next race is the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, and I'm sure that there's going to certainly be safety cars around that. And
Yeah.
you going to be able to factor that in when you choose your strategy, or can't you do that?
No, I think around Imola, with how close the barriers are, I think you'll probably see everyone go starting on the softs. Because I mean, if anyone, maybe you might see one or two people going on the hards, and then maybe coming back through the back end of the race if there's no other safety cars like there was this race where it was only one. But I think around Imola there's going to be multiple safety cars, so you probably will see the entire grid start on the softs, or maybe the mediums at a push.
Really good stuff today. Well done, Sam Swift, and I can't believe you're disappointed.
Thanks,
I
man.
thought we'd be over the moon for a position. Well done, indeed, though.
No,
Brilliant drive.
I know that I could have easily won the race with the pace that I had, so I'm not going to be happy at the moment. But I'll still say the 15 points.
Absolutely fantastic. Well done, Sam Swift, and goodness me, the man's breaking all kinds of records at the moment, and still a bit annoyed about third position. Fantastic stuff, and that is going to be it then for tonight. Then we are back in action tomorrow night for silver, and of course, silver at the moment. Then it is going to be very intriguing. Into then, of course, with the championship very close at the moment. As Delando is taking the lead with Kian in second position, with Jay Hings in third, and Nameless on a great run of Fortnite in fourth position there. And of course, I think the top five or top six is actually separated by just 25 points. Then that is going to be mega stuff then for tomorrow. That is it from Gold tonight then, and we'll see you tomorrow night then for silver. Goodbye.